Our Sunrise Smart Start begins with some breaking headlines. A 25-year-old man shot in the city overnight at Wilder and Saxton Streets.
Here's the new update we have this morning. Police say they got the call, arrived on scene around 11:30 p.m. and the victim is expected to make a recovery. No suspects are in custody. They haven't announced any names or leads on who they're looking for. The shooting still remains under investigation.
Also breaking here, a carjacking in Rochester at Ravine Avenue and Maryland Street, where police say a 44-year-old man was stopped in his vehicle by an unknown suspect. That suspect pointed a handgun at the man and ordered him out of his car. The victim got out, luckily able to run home safely, while the suspect used his car to take off. Nobody was hurt here, and at this time, no one is in custody.
Police in Webster are pleading for your help to get some information to find this missing man, and they shared this photo of 37-year-old Kyle Byron. Now, he has been seen since last night around 9:30 near Silver Heel Run in Gallant Fox Lane. At the time, he was wearing a light blue shirt, blue sweatpants. He may also be in need of immediate medical care. Police call 911 if you know anything about his whereabouts.
An update here as the city releases a new body camera video that shows the controversial immigration traffic stop involving RPD officers last week.
Now, 2 days after the arrest, March 25th at Lyle Avenue and Whitney Street, we heard from the chief of police and Mayor Malik Evans announcing they were going to put the officers involved through more training again because their actions did not fall in line with Rochester's sanctuary city status. The video shows multiple angles, and we have all of it at rochesterfirst.com. We also learned yesterday from the U.S. Attorney's Office one of the 3 men arrested that day, 25-year-old Wilson Oswaldo Galvan Lope, is charged with illegal reentry after being deported in 2023. Lope's stepmother seen in the video. She argues her 2 stepsons and husband did nothing wrong in this. If convicted, Galvan Lope faces up to 2 years in prison. This case has stirred up controversy everywhere on both sides of the immigration debate. President Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, weighed in expressing his support for the RPD officers who stepped in and criticized sanctuary city policies. He also promised to make a visit to Rochester.
Well, here's something to check out, the latest microdosing trend. No, it is not shrooms or acid, it's Ozempic.
This drug, like others, is a way to it's popular, trying to manage diabetes for people to lose weight. And it's desirable now for those who don't necessarily need the full dose, but they still want some of the benefits.
Aron Spitzer spoke with a local expert on the impacts, and does this even work, Aron?
Yeah, guys, so the research here is iffy, but microdosing essentially means that you're taking less than the recommended or prescribed amount. And influencers on social media are promoting doing this with weight loss drugs like Ozempic. They say it can help you lose a few pounds while avoiding the weight loss drugs' less favorable side effects like nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, constipation, among others. Dr. Delendra Weerasinghe, director of bariatric surgery at RRH, tells me this likely started because during the COVID pandemic, when there was a shortage of insulin and other meds used to treat diabetes, the American Diabetes Association said taking a smaller dose to prolong use was okay. That recommendation has since been revoked, and now that supply is better, that's a no-no. That being said, doing this is not FDA approved, and Weerasinghe says there isn't much data to support the success of microdosing these medications. He says there are 2 reasons people would be microdosing.
Either because A, you have the ability to obtain the drug, but the side effects are bad, so you want less of a dose, or the cost of economics, right? Because it's too expensive and you want to stretch for a longer period of time. So this is where when you're faced with a situation like that, there are other and better options. For example, how if you got the effects of Ozempic free of charge for the rest of your life and much, much more. So Ozempic is mimicking bariatric surgery.
Like with most advice in the world of medicine, Weerasinghe says you should listen to your doctor, though ultimately he says obesity is a disease that is difficult to cure and takes life changes to accomplish. Guys.
All right, thank you very much, Aron. We're looking ahead now to the Bills taking another big step forward today in the construction of the new stadium. Crews will install the final steel beam a little more than a year after the very first one was put in. This topping out ceremony celebrating the milestone is scheduled to start at 10 this morning, and crews did break ground on that stadium in June of 2023, saying it's still on track to be ready for the opening day of the 2026 season.
Final check here at sunrise of our traffic report. A view from our Greater Rock Sky Eye. Easy going there, 490 in and out of downtown. The issues we have, same as a couple minutes ago, Lake Avenue, Smith Street, another accident, East Main Street at the Inner Loop exit. And we'll be checking that again at 7:25. For now, James, nice morning sunrise there over the bay.
Yeah, signs we get some
Lovely.
clearing to the northeast. That is comforting. I do expect the clouds probably linger for a lot of this morning, but we'll see at least some afternoon sun, which will be nice. Winds are down, highs in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees. Then we're coming down to the 40s, and you see the rain chances just kind of at the very end of this graphic shoot up to 60% by 6 a.m. That's when the rain moves in. We expect some downpours through Saturday morning, a little bit of a break in the afternoon. We get to about 60, maybe even low 60s there. Another round overnight into Sunday morning. But if you're trying to say, I want to get a little bit of outdoor yard cleaning done sometime this weekend, I'd pick probably Sunday. Most of the day should be dry.